Hey guys, welcome to the final part of Splatoon 2. Well, Splatoon 2's single-player campaign. We made it to the final fight. It's time for the tide to go out with someone I think I recognize, Callie of the Squid Sisters.
Callie?
She got some cool shades.
And a cool tat, too.
Oh, wait, she's mad she lost the Splatfest, right?
Yeah.
This is why Callie is here as a part of the final boss. Because she's not the final boss. Instead, a familiar face is...
Oh, what? It's not the oven? I'm disappointed.
It just should have been Octobot again. Now instead, something less creative. DJ Octavio's back.
Octavio in the house. I remixed Callie's braid.
Shouldn't he just be like every boss at this point? Just in different modes?
I mean, he shows up so many times in the Splatoon series. Might as well be. So, DJ Octavio here, he was the final boss of Splatoon 1. The plot of Splatoon 1 was someone stole the Great Zapfish, so you must go find out who it is. You later find out it's DJ Octavio, and he kidnaps Captain Cuttlefish. In this game, the Great Zapfish is stolen, you gotta figure out who it was, you find out it's DJ Octavio, and now he's brainwashed Callie. So you can see where the parallels are. This is extremely similar to the ending of Splatoon 1, which was kind of one of the biggest complaints with the ending of the story. But I will say, this boss fight, it's really, really fun.
Wait, I'm confused. Are we playing Splat 1 or Splat 2 at this point, then?
Splat 1.5. We'll get the Splat 2 when we get the auto expansion, I swear.
That's weird that they made him to be the final boss again, though.
Hey, you know, the difference is he actually popped out of the machine when you shot him this time.
That's the only difference.
I mean, kind of, because he did that at the very, very end of the boss fight in 1. That was how you did your final blow.
Drop that spicy wasabi meat.
I do like how in this boss fight they play the music for both Callie and Marie when it comes to their exclusive songs. Splatoon 1's final Splatfest, they really pushed hard for in promotion, so they made new songs for both Callie and Marie, and this boss fight plays them both. So this one here, Bomb Rush Blush, this is the main theme for Callie. This is what they used to advertise her team for that final Splatfest in Splatoon 1. And it's a theme you can actually hear on the bomb launching specials in this game if you stand in the recon mode and just blast your speakers up to max, because there's no way you're hearing that silent tune otherwise. But it is a little Easter egg.
Can you shoot it down? I don't know. What is it? What are we aiming at?
At his fists.
Some weird octo balls. I don't want to know.
Never say that again.
That's actually what they're called in the game, too. And that's like, yeah, just keep them to yourself, buddy.
Oh, I saw where those fists actually went to when you shot the fist. It kind of went into the area.
Yeah, he actually changes up the attack here a bit. He'll either do a straight punch, which you can shoot the fist back at him, and he can do an attack like this where the fist is spinning. If it's spinning, you can't attack it. And he likes to do this a lot. The attacks he does, they're a little random, so we're kind of at the mercy of the boss here, which is why speedrunners absolutely hate this final boss, because there's no easy way to get a good time here. You just have to pray to RNG. Now, pro tip for this fight, upgrade the hero shot. Do not come in here with level 1 hero shot. This fight sucks with hero shot level 1.
What is she on? A driving floating semi? A truck thing? I don't know.
Yeah, actually, it is. It's actually a reference right back again to Splatoon 1 with the Splatfests. As that truck, that's what they use to do their performances on in Inkopolis Square, which is another thing we should mention with this boss fight. This has a lot of like subtle callbacks to Splatoon 1 as a whole, because this is Inkopolis Square. This is the hub from Splatoon 1 we're fighting on. Instead of taking the Zapfish, just took the entire square. That's bold.
Really?
Yeah, this is the Inkopolis Square area.
Huh.
Wow.
Doesn't have the buildings in it, that's really it. But Marie here shoots Callie with a charger, which, if you listen to some of the story in the beginning for Splatoon 1 news, one of the things that Marie can say is that she mains a charger. So again, our callback to that. And now we're hearing Marie's song, Tide Goes Out. So this boss fight is just full fan service, just 100% fan service.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I hope you really like that final Splatfest, because...
Yeah, that actually determined this entire story mode, including how this final boss fight is playing out with the whole music changing thing. So, one other thing about this fight is kind of the story, specifically about what happened here at Callie, because you would wonder, how did she get brainwashed? Well, she kind of led her way into the Octarian army, because she just kind of felt lonely. She was getting so stressed out with her job, being, you know, a pop star and all that. She was just kind of losing her way. So DJ Octavia took advantage of that. And that's how she got brainwashed. That is what the official Splatoon comics say leading into Splatoon 2. It told the whole backstory of how the events happened between 1 and 2, how Callie went missing and ended up here.
Then she got a new pair of shades.
Yeah, I mean, she just really liked those shades. If you rematch this boss, she will come back here and put back on the shades, and her reason for doing it is just because she likes them so much.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Calamari incantation. Yeah.
A new version, too. It's a remix. This is probably one of my favorite versions of the song. It's so good.
You're not even sisters! Stop it!
Alright, Sheldon, what are you giving me?
Our final new weapon, on quotations, because Rainmaker is only used in this boss fight. You cannot use it in any of the other levels, so it's a situational weapon, which made sense, as Rainmaker is a situational weapon for its specific ranked mode.
Oh, so it's just like the RPGs in Resident Evil. The last, like, shot
Yeah.
that you do.
Yeah, essentially, because it's just as powerful, too.
Watch out for the flying punch.
I will say, out of all the different faces, this is probably the easiest one, just because you can only do one of two different things now. A straight punch or a spiral punch, and you can't attack the spiral punches, so you just kind of wait for a straight punch, shoot it with the Rainmaker, rinse and repeat until the boss is done.
That's not too bad.
Which, if you're playing through with all the weapons, this is literally the exact same every time, so this is your breather part of the fight.
1000%. Are we expecting that in this playthrough? No.
I'm good. I swear, it's come out of every part for a reason. It's that infamous in this game. Not for a good one.
I like that pun he made. Splat you, Squid Sister!
Splat you, Squid Sisters. Curses! Foiled again!
I mean, this is the second time. The second time you got in my way. And the second time you played this Squidtastic Jams.
This is a pretty cool boss fight, though, thinking about it.
When I first played this, because of how much I enjoyed the final boss in Splatoon 1, I seen this, I couldn't stop the smile on my face. It was just that good of a fight for me. I really like this final boss. Especially the ending when you just dunk the Rainmaker on Octavia like it is the pillar in rank mode.
It's upside down.
Yep.
Not again. Crossfade to black.
So we're never gonna see him again, right? Right?
No, definitely not. No, he definitely doesn't come back a third time. Hey, have you seen that new trailer for Splatoon 3? Oh, there's Octavio in it. Not gonna lie, when everyone's seen that trailer and seen DJ Octavio in it, it's like, oh god, he's gonna be the final boss again. We all worried this because they did it twice in a row. What's a third time?
Oh yeah, Pearl.
Oh,
I
hi,
forgot about her.
Marina.
Oh yeah, that's right, there are other hosts in this game. You don't really see them when you're in Octo Canyon. But wait, before we play any multiplayer stuff, breaking news. We broke Octavio for a second time.
Can we tie that thing down to the building this time, please?
Put him on a leash.
I don't even think the leash is gonna help.
How do you steal a giant fish?
Apparently it's not that giant according to these two.
Without anyone noticing, of all things.
Yeah, without anyone noticing.
Wait, no, shut up though. We got another breaking news alert though. It's Callie. We found Callie. Okay, that's it. What about the Zapfish?
Oh yeah, that fish.
It's almost like the Squid Sisters or something.
Yeah, they do. I mean, the Squid Sisters are one of the reasons that Pearl Marina kind of have this gig.
Freshly fried boy.
So I'm gonna assume the freshly fried boy is Octavio because he was a real big fan of that song in the end, and not because we held him at Rainmaker Point.
Good story. Why do I feel like I played both Splatoon 2 and 1 in one story, though?
So, I mean, that's kind of what a lot of people did say when they first played this when it came out in 2017. It does take a lot of the same notes, but I do think it's a better story mode compared to 1. 1's very simplistic in comparison because you only have the one weapon to use. You can technically use 2 other weapons, the roller and the charger, but that's only in Amiibo's special stages. Like, you can only use those weapons in certain stages, they tell you, and that's it. So this one had a lot more difficulty changing for that reason. It was more unique. I just think it's a better story in comparison to Splatoon 1's.
I like how all the people in the credits are named, like their names are based on like different artwork and their fonts and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it plays with the creative art style that Splatoon has in general.
Animal Crossing fans, Splatoon fans, handshake together, liking songs that they can't understand words to.
Yeah, I mean, technically the same devs worked on both.
Monolith Soft? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also, Monolith Soft has their hands in almost every Nintendo game in today's standard scoop. So I guess reason number 6 for why people love this series.
Then why does Xenoblade have actual lyrics we can understand?
I don't know.
I like how in the credits they show you all these different things for the background images, and half of them are not even game stuff. Like one, that image we're just seeing scroll by, that's some of the staff members that worked on Splatoon. And then we other things we see here, like Salmon Run stuff, or some of the other characters we didn't even see appear in the story, like Pearl Marina. It's just a callback to all the stuff in Splatoon. It's not just Mato Canyon.
Like, hey, you know, I know you beat the story, but there are other modes you can play now, so...
We expected you to play the multiplayer, not just Bomb Rush, the Splat Bomb Rush, the story.
Yeah. The best way, honestly, for all Splatoon games to play the story is play a little bit at a time, which will get you familiar with just the controls of Splatoon, even how to play with certain weapons, and then just jump into some multiplayer after. You don't just want a marathon just story only, you just want to jump around between the 2 different modes. Because that's the thing with both Splatoon 1 and 2's main single-player campaigns, is with how some of the levels can feel pretty samey after a while, it is good to just play them in like small spurts. Doubly so if you are doing the 1000% thing or grinding out enough eggs to upgrade all your weapons. In both Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. Like, we joked about 1000% multiple times in this playthrough, but at least there is a good reason to go back and play through every level with each different weapon type, since you can unlock that hero variant of that weapon in the multiplayer mode when you beat all the stages with that specific weapon. That's a good enough incentive to go back and play more of the Splatoon 2's story mode, compared to Splatoon 1, where all you could have really done is just grinded out eggs to get the upgrades they can only use in the single-player campaign. So there's really not much of a reason to go back for that one. And compared to Splatoon 2, I just feel like that gives this game more replay value, even if a lot of people do say it's a little monotonous after a while.
There's Monolith Soft, holding up the whole entirety of Nintendo at this point.
Man, their back must be breaking at this point.
Their back must be hurting. they not only did this game, they did Splatoon 3, and they did Animal Crossing, and they did the help with Breath of the Wild, and will make the Xenoblade game.
Yep, they have their hands on a lot of different series.
Thank you for playing. Oh yeah! Got the hero suit replica.
We get all the hero replica stuff, so now we can dress like the hero in multiplayer. Get an extra Sardinian from the boss fight, they just automatically give you it. An experience ticket for double experience, and that's it. Now, here's the thing. When you beat the story mode, it saves the game. So you can go back and replay that final boss and play with different weapons. But make sure you watch the credits and see the game save after the credits. Those items you just seen, if you skip the credits by closing your game and reopening it, you can never get those again. They are missable items if you close out the credits.
Oh my goodness.
So make sure you see the credits fully, get the items, save the game, and then close it. People have learned that the hard way.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you learned it the hard way?
I have not, but I've heard the stories of that. Which, that sounds terrible.
Thanks, Ace. All sorts of things.
Alright, let's just forget that conversation entirely. And now look, I put Octavio in a little jar. Oh, this feels familiar. In fact, you might recognize that snow globe because it's taped up on the top. That's the same snow globe he escaped out of from the end of Splatoon 1.
They couldn't find a replacement, could they?
Nope, they just used the same thing of glass and just put some tape on top. We can listen to the main credit theme, just like how Splatoon 1, except this time it's not a giant stone slab, it's a TV. That's a little different.
Alright, Octavio. That's what you get.
I got shields himself and he's inside of glass. So that's it. That's all we can do. If we are playing the game at launch, in a post-launch update, they added Callie. I'm not kidding. She was not a part of the single player at all during launch. She was only in the final boss fight. So they added her into the game, into the main section here of World 1, so now you can interact with her and get some extra flavor text. This came months after the game came out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this was not at launch. This was actually like close to a year after the game came out, I believe. I think this was around the time Auto Expansion was getting ready to come out, where they added Callie in here. Yeah, we can get a lot of like random little flavor text about the different characters here, Callie Marie, even Cuttlefish. But you can also get some weapon statistic stuff of them. Like they can see what modes you play, what weapons you like to play a lot of. They can even give you maybe a pointer with certain weapon types or strategies for specials and such. So talking to Callie Marie at times that should be a good idea to do too.
Octavio's still sitting over there being like a, antisocial butterfly that he is.
Yeah, he'll always stay in that globe until he breaks out again. Because you know it's gonna happen.
I thought we never see him again.
If only.